In this video, I present Encyclopedic VQA, visual questions about detailed properties of fine-grained categories. This is joint work with some great colleagues from Google Research, presented at ICV 2023 in Paris. We are interested in visual question answering to answer questions like what city is this tree a symbol of, or when was this lighthouse fully automated? And as true engineers, we go to a large vision and language system, and within Google that is Pali. And Pali tells us that this is New York City, and that the lighthouse was fully automated in 2000. Unfortunately, Pali is wrong, and that's understandable because large vision and language models have difficulties in encoding this kind of encyclopedic knowledge into their weights. Moreover, they generally produce answers without any explanation, making it hard to verify for users. In this paper, we have two major contributions. First, we present a new dataset, Encyclopedic VQA. We have designed this dataset with 5 design principles in mind. It should be encyclopedic, which for us means that it should be about detailed properties of fine-grained categories or instances. Second, we want it to be aligned to a free-form textual knowledge base, in our case Wikipedia, and each answer has an attribute in this knowledge base. And third, it should have a large-scale dataset, which is fourth, truly multimodal, so that the text alone is meaningless or cannot resolve the questions. And finally, we want to include 2-hop questions, where an additional reasoning step is required to come to the answer. We built our dataset on Google Landmarks and the iNaturalist dataset as supporting datasets, and we have defined 4 types of questions: templated, automatic, automatic multi-answer, and 2-hop. And for the full details, I refer to the paper, but I will explain how the automatic questions have been generated. In order to obtain our automated questions, we do the following. We start with a category or an instance from our datasets. Then we link it to the Wikipedia page of the same instance. Then from each section in the Wikipedia page, we use an LLM to generate question and answer pairs. And now we ask humans to verify those questions and answers. This ensures that we have a lot of diverse questions about different sections of the Wikipedia page. We get questions which have a very high yield, so they're easy to annotate. And they're truly multimodal because after we've obtained the questions, we use a large language model to rephrase the questions. So instead of the question, how many feet tall does the Acacia paradoxa grow through, this will be rephrased into how many feet tall does this plant grow through, making the question alone containing not enough information to resolve to the answer. We also have 2-hop questions, and we do so by chaining. For example, we start with a single question: what is the main competitor for food for this animal? And we observe that the answer, spotted hyena, is a bridge entity in the sense that it also is linked to one of the categories in our dataset. About the spotted hyena, we have the question: what's the population size of this animal? Now we use an LLM to chain those questions into a combined question, a 2-hop question: what is the population size of the main competitor for food for this animal? In total, we obtain over 1 million image question and answer triplets. Let's go to some results. Pali rocks on OKVQA, obtaining 64.5 accuracy. However, if we use Pali for our dataset, it only obtains 13%. If we feed the question into Palm or GPT-3, we obtain similar results. So encyclopedic knowledge questions are really difficult for these foundational models. Our second contribution is that we have a pipeline where we augment our model, our VQA model, with a visual retrieval system, Google Lens. We feed the image into Google Lens, obtain the Wikipedia page, and feed that into the large language model. We see that using this enormously improve the results. And we can even improve the results further by using another large language model to identify the section by asking for each section, does this section contain the answer to the question, and only feed that as context. We've also evaluated the system on the multi-answer and the 2-hop questions, and we observed that those results are far below what we would have expected. In conclusion, we present a new dataset, Encyclopedic VQA, visual question and answers about detailed properties of fine-grained categories and instances. We have shown that this dataset is truly difficult for standard foundational models such as Pali, Palm, and GPT-3. However, adding a retrieval augmented component improved the results significantly. Yet our dataset leaves enough headroom for future research.